I promise myself to be so strong
that nothing can disturb my peace of mind.
that nothing can disturb my peace of mind.
To talk health,
Happiness,
prosperity
prosperity
to every person I meet.
to every person I meet.
To make all my friends feel
To make all my friends feel
that there is something special in them.
that there is something special in them.
To look at the sunny side of everything.
To look at the sunny side of everything.
To make my optimism come true.
To make my optimism come true.
To think all of the best.
To think all of the best.
To work only for the best.
To work only for the best.
And to expect only the best.
And to expect only the best.
To be just as enthusiastic
To be just as enthusiastic
about the success of others
about the success of others
as I am about my own.
as I am about my own.
To forget the mistakes of the past
We forget the mistakes of the past
and press on to the greater achievements of the future.
and press on to the greater achievements of the future.
To wear a cheerful countenance at all times
To wear a cheerful countenance at all times
and give every living creature you meet a smile.
and give every living creature you meet a smile.
To give so much time to the improvement of myself
To give so much time to the improvement of myself
that I have no time to criticize others.
that I have no time to criticize others.
To be too large for worry,
Too large for worry,
too noble for anger,
too noble for anger,
too strong for fear,
too strong for fear,
and too happy to permit the presence of trouble.
to permit the presence of trouble.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Now y'all have gone into the dungeons, and I want to ask a few of you what it was that you experienced while you were there in the dungeon. Some people had great trepidation, anticipation, and all the rest of it. Did anybody want to speak to what you experienced in those dungeons before we go further?
Anger.
Let me ask you to explain that. That you got a glimpse of the fear. Whose fear? Your fear?
I got a glimpse of the fear of my ancestors who passed through that point of no return. I got a sense of the loneliness, the not knowing what was to come.
Anybody else?
A sense of anger towards the atrocity that descended on my people. And then just thinking about the people that done all of this. You look at the system that was in place, the churches, it made me either believe that those people who did all of this didn't believe in the thing that they were preaching, or basically they actually felt like we were less than human. And it bothered me in a sense when it comes to religion to feel like, if these things was going on, the same people that bring religion to you, who were able to sit there and did these things. And in the same book they tell you where we all was created equally, it made me say that they could not have believed in anything that they were preaching. So, again, the hypocrisy of life, and that is an anger that I would never, I got to keep, it's in me. I could feel free knowing that my ancestors, they're gone, they leave a lot for us to be desires, even though never been taught, and now that, through re-education, as we will call it, now that we have known that a lot of our ancestors were kings, were queens, were inventors, entrepreneurs, we don't look upon the white man and think, well, he is the God that we hide close to himself. So now we free our own mind, because the greatest thing is to free your mind, And then you'll be all right.
I felt pride and gratitude to those who, in the worst of circumstances, chose to be courageous